Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing okay today. I'm going to give a little bit before I know nobody's in here yet, so we're going to wait a few seconds. And I've got quite a few things I want to share today. I've been trying to collect some stuff up. Haven't had time really to share it recently. So we'll see what we got here. Some of you might have already seen other places. I don't know. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you? Okay, the first thing we can go ahead and do, get this out the way. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, I got it. Okay, hold on 1 second. We are going to first, since we are going to be sharing some other people's work, let's go ahead and share the one that has a picture on it. Is that it? This looks like my email to me. Hold on. Chrome tab. Shoot. Oh, I don't have it open anymore, maybe? Yeah, I do. Okay, I see. Y'all gotta give me a minute. No, I'm not no expert. Okay, so it is a Chrome. It is my inbox. Okay, share. Boom. Okay, y'all can see that? It's because we will be sharing some other people's work. When I'm done, I'm glad to hear you're good, Bonnie. Hey, Northwest. When I'm done, I will have all the links in the description. Okay. So we're going to stop sharing that. Now we got a few people in here. We're going to go and see what we're going to look at first. Let me see what I've got ready for us. Well, okay, yeah, so let's get back here. Okay. This first one is a lady. Y'all might have seen this one by now. She said she caught the police planting drugs when she was on TikTok. So we'll look at this real quick and see. Let me share the screen. And then we have other things too we're going to look at. We're just starting with that one. It's the article that they happen to be in. Okay, let's check it out. I hope we got volume on here. We might not. Hold on. Play now. Okay. What the hell?
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire...
What the hell is this? No, that's not it. Hell no, that's not it. I'm sorry, guys. That is not what I was trying to play. This is the one I'm trying to play. There we go. Oops. Hey, Richard. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Richard. That's awful. Yeah. Fentanyl's a horrible drug. So deadly.
What's in that bag? This bitch.
Being vicious. Okay, so the way she was sitting, now she put herself in that video afterwards. I don't know if y'all can understand that. Yeah, hey Karen. At the time she took that video, she was actually, had the camera facing the cops. Since that's a TikTok video, she went back in there later and showed herself. But I know it's kind of confusing, but I don't know if you guys get it. But at first I didn't, she just was sitting there eating and she saw them and started videoing. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. The link will be in the description to that. Let's see what the next one's about. Okay, this is about, I believe, what I have somebody from Riveria Beach that keeps reaching out to me. Actually, I have a lot of people from Riveria Beach that reach out to me. My experience with Riveria Beach so far has been that there's a lot of corruption, and a lot of it's with the council members, and it seems like part has to do with the police too. I'm sure there might be some of the council members that are good. I don't know, but this guy here, I've showed him to and some people are like, we need him. And I'm thinking, if you need this one, what's the worst one? So we might have watched part of this yesterday or a couple days ago, but we're going to go ahead and watch this, and then I'm going to read you the article. Okay. So let's see. 1 second.
I ask simple questions like, what his name?
The fuck is this? Okay. Hold on. We'll come back to that one. That's a good one. We're going to come back to that, though, because I want to start with what I said I was going to start with. And we'll come back to that one. That's a good one. Let me see.
Everyone, I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey, and you're watching Hit the...
Okay. Okay. This is what's going to happen, guys. We're not going to deal with the Riviera thing yet. I can't find it right now. Hey, Snapface. What we're going to do, I'm so sorry, Richard, about your loss. I am so sorry. This, especially, not only is it a loss, it's like, well, it was intentionally done. And that, yeah, I will be praying for you. Hey, President Santa. Okay, so we're going to start with hitting this. We're watching this. This is a, some kind of like cop channel I found. I was half asleep last night when I found this shit, but it looked crazy to me. It's called Hit the Streets with whatever police department this is. Oh, yeah, this is Brevard County, my Florida people. Brevard County. There used to be a prison there. I wasn't far from there the other night. I want y'all to check this sheriff out. And let's do that. Let me share the screen. That would probably help if I share the screen. Shit, am I knocked y'all off? If I knock y'all off, y'all wait on me. I'll come back, okay? All right, okay. Yeah, I might have knocked off from okay, now I'm going to share the screen. And we're going to start with this one. Share screen. Yeah, this is called Hit the Streets with Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and this is their little YouTube channel. So I thought we'd check out their video.
The Streets, our latest crime-fighting initiative that targets criminals before they can target our citizens.
They say that crime will rise to the level a community will tolerate. In Brevard County, we have zero tolerance for crime. These are the stories.
Look at all that dope they showing on TV. I mean on YouTube. We okay with sound and visuals? Everything okay?
Tonight, we have an action-packed show for you, so let's jump right into it. As following our briefing at the East Precinct, it didn't take very long for our hit units to get their first arrest of the evening as they assisted patrol with an in-progress retail theft where the suspect stole almost $400 worth of merchandise from Dillard's at the Merritt Square Mall. Started after management observed the suspect, Maggie, collecting multiple items and attempting to conceal them on her person, and also in a purse that she was attempting to steal as well. When approached by loss prevention, workmen fled the store on a bicycle, and things started to happen. Right here, right here, right here. Right here. Stop. Well, as you can see, Agent Dan McGill was in the area and pursued the subject through the parking lot where she was taken into custody by our team. Workman was arrested for petty theft more than $100 but less than $750, and also for possession of drug paraphernalia. after she was found in possession of multiple items of drug paraphernalia pursuant to her arrest. Workman was transported to Brevard County Jail, where she was detained on a total bond of $1,000. So after Workman's arrest, things started to stall a little bit. And even though the team was aggressively working the hotspot areas identified by our criminal intelligence analysts, the old man had to show the team how to get things done. Now, this case starts on 995 southbound from 528.
Why ain't he pulling
After our
himself?
legal advisor, Laura Moody, and I got behind a gray and color Kia Optima that was unable to maintain a single lane and appeared to be operated by someone who was more than likely driving impaired. In an effort to stop the vehicle, I activated the blue lights, and the driver of the vehicle drove for another half a mile as it continued to shift lanes and then abruptly stopped in the interior emergency lane, forcing us to pull in front of the vehicle. 10-4, it's going to be on top of the overpass at 520. The rear of the vehicle was still positioned extremely close to the inside lane of traffic, making it hazardous for oncoming traffic and the driver of the Kia, who was still seated behind the wheel. As soon as we got the vehicle stopped, I headed back to the car and observed the driver, Monica Alonso, still seated behind the wheel with her hands up in the air. Folks, from the front bumper of the car, I could smell alcohol, and upon quickly approaching the driver, could see that she was extremely intoxicated and even had urinated all over herself. Within a short period of time, Corporal Herb Smith and Agent Tyler Harrell arrived on scene and took over the case.
I know where this can lead, and I'm hoping that I'm preventing someone from getting hurt now. Unfortunately, it's going to be what's your arrest?
As you can see from the video, the driver had consumed quite a bit of alcohol and had urinated on herself so much that it was puddled in the floorboard of the vehicle. Alonzo told us that she was driving herself to detox and that she wanted to have a few more drinks before she arrived. What she didn't know was that by driving intoxicated on the streets of Brevard County, she's actually driving herself to jail, not detox. I have zero sympathy for anyone who puts others' lives at risk because they're not responsible enough to obey the law. So Alonzo was transported to Brevard County Jail, where she was held on a $500 bond for DUI. Now that I'd showed everyone how it's done, the team went back to work as K-9 Deputy Tyler Haybart observed Drexel Michael Mitchell operating a bicycle after dark without the proper lighting that is required by law. The stop took place at the corner of Peachtree Street and Prospect Avenue in Cocoa. And as you can see from the video, what started as a traffic stop ended up being an arrest for possession of
Traffic stop on a bicycle?
Put the bike down, bro. Right here. Grab your ID. I told you what's going on, man. You need lights on your bike.
I don't know what.
You need a red flashing light in the rear and a front solid one on the front.
He's habitual, revoked for 60 months in 2018. He's 5429.
You gotta have a red light on your bike.
I know you know.
It's cheap at Walmart, you know. If you want it that way. It's gotta be flashing in the back. That's what it is. Okay, even if you got a salt, like, see that? That's not even good. That's not even good, man. It's gotta be flashing. You ain't got nothing on you, right?
No,
You mind if I take a quick check?
Ain't got nothing.
Put your hands right up here if you don't mind.
We're just looking for guns, bro.
Bro, I ain't got it.
Put your hands right up here. I appreciate it, man. You got nothing in there, do you?
Listen, I ain't got nothing, sir.
What's this right here?
And you're gonna be on your way.
I ain't got nothing.
What is it?
Like, what's going on?
Listen.
Like, sir.
Piece of crack, that's it?
That's it. That's sir. Like, what, sir? Please.
Listen to me for a minute. Do you have anything else on you? I need to know.
Nothing, sir. Please, sir. I don't have nothing.
What is that?
It's a little crack rock, bro. Come on.
I don't do none of that, sir.
Mitchell was transported to Brevard County Jail on a $2,000 bond for possession of cocaine after the substance he had in his possession was field tested and showed a presumptive positive for the presence of cocaine. Now let's jump over to the area of Mitchell Street and North Carolina Avenue in Cocoa, where agents Adam Weimer and Dan McGill attempted to conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle that refused to stop and continued for over a mile before finally stopping at the 7-Eleven on Dixon, where it was immediately immediately surrounded by deputies who addressed the occupants.
Shit, that was muted. I'll tell y'all in a minute.
Let's go! Out! Put your hands up! Out of the car! Back up! Now! Out of the car! Unbuckle your seatbelt then! Get out of the car! Hands up! Turn around, walk backwards towards me. Now! Back up! Driver, put your hands up! Driver, step out to me. Step out. Step out. Get out of the car! Now! Out of the car! Everybody out. Come here. 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
As you can see from the dash cam footage, the driver of the car, Darius Jewett, was arrested for fleeing and attempting to elude a law enforcement officer, and the front seat passenger to Darius Jewett was arrested for felony violation of probation, reference to alcohol and paraphernalia, being present in his immediate area inside the vehicle, and the conditions of his probation, stipulating that he can't be in the presence of bars, alcohol, or drugs. Darius Jewett was transported to Brevard County Jail on a $5,000 bond, and to Darius Jewett was held at the Brevard County Jail on a no bond status as a result of the probation violation. Our next case happened when Agent Jeremy Benton conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle being driven by Phoenicia Long near the intersection of I-95 and State Road 520. The vehicle was stopped after an undercover agent observed the passenger of the vehicle, Byron Curry, doing what appeared to be a hand-to-hand transaction at a gas station with another person in the parking lot, and then getting into the passenger seat of Long's vehicle. As a result of the incident, Long's vehicle was stopped, and a subsequent search of her purse revealed a small amount of illegal narcotics. As the case continued, Long admitted that she was hiding.
I wonder if she consented to that shit.
And that Curry had directed her to conceal the narcotics as he was on probation. Long was subsequently arrested and transported to the Brevard County Jail on a no bond status for trafficking in MDMA, possession of more than 13 grams of cocaine, and possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Oh, and her little friend, Mr. Curry, who let his lady take the ride to jail because he wasn't man enough to admit his role. Yeah, he took the ride too for an on-site probation violation, as one of the conditions of his probation is that he's not allowed to associate with anyone engaged in criminal activity, and he admitted to knowing that Long had gotten the narcotics that was found in her purse. Now, as I told you, tonight's episode is action-packed, and while our next cases didn't result in an arrest, they did take guns off our street that clearly were in the wrong hands. The first case involves a traffic stop for illegal window tint and speeding that was conducted by Deputy Hayden Arizari and Agent Hannah Polita near the Cumberland Farms on Clear Lake. As the team approached the vehicle, they could smell marijuana, and so things took off from there.
Things just took off from there. They smelled marijuana. What, when they smell marijuana, does it like do something different to them than it does other people? Instead of relaxing them, does it wire them up? Hey, American citizens too. Hey, Batman. Yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna continue watching this. It's almost over. But man, I thought Grady liked the camera. So Sheriff Grady. But this one here, yeah, he's something else. And they all like to pat themselves on the back and all this shit. But that's okay. Let's finish watching this, and then I've got some more things to show y'all and some things to discuss, and we'll open the panel up too in a little bit. So let's go back where we were.
Man, you get up. Whose gun is it? Whose gun is it? Is it your gun? You don't know what gun this is? Or... Oh, we don't know. So it's nobody's. Abandoned property? Abandoned? Okay, so I can take it? Okay.
As you can see in the dash cam footage, the search of the vehicle revealed a stolen Smith & Wesson.
Excuse me one more second, guys. He called her, he called her friend, her little friend, and then he said he ain't a man and all this shit. I don't know where he gets all this free speech to be talking about people like that, you know? He let his girl go to jail and all this shit. Fuck that. Y'all see I got the dislike circle too. I mean, hit. Okay, back to the video. I'm sorry, but ooh, this shit makes me mad sometimes. All the time. How about that?
Wesson .40 caliber firearm that is possibly associated with several recent armed robberies in the area.
Possibly. Hey,
Ironically,
Yang.
none of the occupants of the vehicle knew anything about the gun, so it was sent to the crime lab for testing to see if it could be connected to the robberies and the vehicle occupants. The second case followed Deputy Kyle Shuck and Agent Sean Hannigan, who approached a parked vehicle in the area of Fisk Boulevard in Cocoa after they smelled marijuana coming from inside the vehicle.
Obviously, we got issues back here, so we're just seeing what you guys are up to, that's all. Yeah, there's been a couple shootings back here, man. Not saying you guys are involved, we're just getting to know the neighborhood.
That's the probable cause. Issues.
As we saw in the video, Deputy Shuck and Agent Hannigan searched the vehicle and located a loaded Glock 22
I wonder if they had any
44
permission to do that.
handgun with an extended magazine that was immediately behind where one of the vehicle occupants was seated. All of the occupants denied possession of the firearm, so it was seized by our team members to be processed for latent prints and DNA. All three subjects were released, and Deputy Shuck and Agent Hannigan are awaiting the results of the crime lab tests on the firearm. Well, there you have it, folks. Another great night out on the streets with our hit team, and another night of working to keep our streets safe and our citizens even safer. You know, there's a very simple way not to get arrested in Brevard County. Don't break the law. See you next time on Hit the Street.
Or you could be a cop. So the link's going to be in there, and you guys might want to, I don't know, perhaps, I might have some comments for this, dear sheriff. I don't know. Brevard County, it's not. I mean, it's kind of far from me, but it's doable. Oh, and you can tell he's a tyrant. Hey, sci-fi. And now people want to talk about us how they're recording. To me, I don't. I mean, I could look at that video again, but that didn't look like body cam footage to me. That looked like they were out there videoing themselves working or had somebody videoing them. Now I'd have to look at it again and pay more attention. What do y'all think? And why is he sharing this? In a way, okay, we could say he's disseminating public information, what happened throughout the week, but he's doing this shit like for his own. In my opinion, it seems like for his own entertainment, and like it's fun to him. And like he says, it was fun at the end or something like that. And then if he's making these videos, if he was just calmly, at least old Sheriff Grady, at least he does just hold the pictures up there and tell the story. And most of the people Sheriff Grady arrests are for real bad criminals that for really, hey, Dragonette, they be doing some for real crimes. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them that he goes after, they be in some shit that we don't approve of, some real bad shit, okay? So, but this guy here, like it's like fucking a wrap up a caught watching. It's oh Jesus Christ, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. I want you guys to think about how this makes you feel. I have so many different feelings coming at me. Yeah, another great night. What an ass. Yeah, I have so many because like I said, I was tired last night when I looked at that, but I knew I wanted to save it, and I wanted to get on here, but it's like so many different thoughts are hitting my head, different wondering about different legal ramifications, just wondering about, yes, ego stroking, yes, definitely, of course. And like I said, Grady's kind of like that too, but he gets up there and does a press conference, and he likes to have pictures and sometimes little props. And I'm not saying taking up for him or nothing, but I'm just saying, damn, some of them are worse than others. It's like, fuck, we were thinking maybe some of them might be good. It's like, now, can I find the lesser of the two bad ones? And that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But I'm starting to feel that way sometimes. Not saying I want any of them. I want rid of all these bad ones. But I'm saying I've been in situations or I think about, oh man, like which one's is the worst of the cops? I don't know. That's terrible. Hey, Razor City. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, right, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so, hey, Yang, So if you guys haven't seen mine and Yin Yang and Lady Justice videos that we've uploaded recently from the Fort Myers expedition, that was amazing. That's kind of what Brevard reminds me of. You see how many people they pulled over on that night? Look, I found a video today. I went to edit, and it's not even the one I was talking about where I told you there's cops on the same street. This was a different street. I had 2 cop watches on one video. I never even stopped the camera. I just walked down the street. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I would not want to live there, and I would not want to live in Brevard either, but I damn sure don't want to live in Fort Myers because I'm telling you, they pull everybody over, it seems like. I think Chuck says he was in that area for and got pulled over 4 times in so many months. Okay, anyway, I'm having a smoke, guys. When I get done with the smoke, I'm going to go back in and show y'all some more information. Okay, so what's everybody saying? Everybody, I hope everybody hit the like button. Hey, DC Accuracy. Yeah, we was just watching some sorry ass. I guess I'm saying he's sorry. The way he acts is sorry, I can tell you that. Tyrant acting, man, making a production with his public YouTube police, I don't know, sheriff, I guess he is, sheriff of Brevard. You know where Brevard County is, DC. And he doing damn near cop watching. I don't think those, and then wrapping it up and putting law and order effects on it. But they get mad at us. Hey, Amy, they get mad at us, because we just go out there and do simple documentations. That shit pisses me off. And all the people that's called my videos and shit, they say it's conspiracy porn. It's just what happens in front of the camera just happens in front of the camera. Even the shit they're doing. I mean, their shit might be edited, but I'm sure, they're really opening those drugs and stuff in front of the camera. But I just don't, to be honest, I just don't want to get into it. Anyway, I've got some more stuff to show you guys. And, but yeah, it is warm today. It's been rainy, but I'm just so happy to have normal weather, and it's not hot either. It's just a nice day. As long as I just hope it don't rain a lot. But again, I will not complain about the weather. Okay, y'all, I'm almost done. Anyway, so we have been having a lot of fun, but the last couple of days it's been a little rainy, and I've been tired. And Lady Justice, she had to move her RV because the place she'd been staying, they just want everybody to clear out there for a minute. Hey, Focus Women, how you doing? Hey, Randy, what's up, everybody? Alrighty, so now get in here and see what's next on my little agenda of videos to share with you guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was funny earlier. When I paused that video, I was talking and I didn't know it was muted. That shit was funny. I don't know. If I ever got real good at all this stuff, guys, it would be great, but I don't know. Don't worry. Even if to get rid of the technical issues, I always have some kind of issue. So it'd still be funny. Okay, and now I think what we're going to look at right now is this is a crazy story here. This is a news article from, I believe, News San Antonio. Okay, and let me see if I can share that because this might just be a print article. If it is, I'll read it. Shit, I'm not the best at reading out loud, but I don't have much light here. But guess what? I'm gonna read it anyway if that's what it is, because this is a crazy story. Okay, Chrome tab. Oh, here it is. Okay. Can you guys see that? Let me make sure. Yes, you can. All right. Shit. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to read it. Mother stabbed multiple times, beaten by her 2 children, police say. San Antonio. A mother is in the hospital after being stabbed by her 2 children, according to San Antonio police. The assault happened around 5 a.m. Wednesday at an apartment complex off West Military Drive near Penn Road. Police said the woman was attacked by her 2 children, ages 12 and 16. They said she was stabbed multiple times and possibly hit with a baseball bat. She was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The 2 juveniles were taken into custody. Isn't that crazy? Y'all can hear that? That was crazy, wasn't it? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that tab. Okay, and let me see what else we got to share. That was crazy. Poor mama. Look. Dang. And there's 2 of y'all and 1 of her. Okay, so what is this one? Okay, I think this is the one about the Riveria Beach guy. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm going to try to read this. I don't know the whole story here. You know, I know what people are sending me. Let me share this to you guys and then I'll read it out loud. Maybe you guys can take screenshots and try to read it later because I you know, I don't know everything. I sure don't. And I don't. I asked the person that sent me this stuff. I said, "What do you want me to do?" And they said, "Just share." And I shared that page yesterday on my community thing, but it's like a photograph. Even here, look, it looks funny. You can't really see it. I can see it, but it looks funny on y'all's screen, don't it? I don't see how either. Okay, so I'm going to read this. This says it would be from. I don't know. I have the link. So it says it's from the Palm Beach Post. That's what it says, and this is where the link took me. Okay, and this, remember that, I don't know if you guys seen the other day where I showed a quick clip of a city councilman. It was a body cam, but it had been edited, and he was talking about he didn't mind. Well, the police were telling him not to do things in front of them because they're body cams. I'm not saying this word for word. This is per se, basically. I can't remember his exact words. Don't quote me. They said something like, "I don't give a fuck about the city council job, regardless." Anyway, so this says, okay, so this is what the article says. It says, fired Riviera worker sues both city and the city councilman. Is what it should say. Oh, wait. Okay. City dash, no, not dash. What is that? Comma, councilman. Okay. By Wayne Washington, Palm Beach Post, USA Today Network. A former Riviera Beach employee hired after he had served 15 years in prison for second-degree murder. This is another crazy thing too. I mean, I believe in second chances. I'm just surprised that any city would ever give somebody a job that had been convicted, hey AJM, of murder, as a city worker of any kind. Did y'all think that was possible? Isn't that kind of crazy? It's weird, isn't it? Hey, Ragamuffin. Okay, let me read the rest of this. Okay, so he was hired after he had served 15 years in prison for second-degree murder. He has sued the city for breach of agreement and one of its city council members for civil assault and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Ricky Sapp, who worked as an interim crew leader in the city's public works department, says the city fired him in retaliation after he filed a workers' compensation claim and reported to police an altercation he had with City Councilman Chadwick McCoy on October 28, 2020. The altercation The lawsuit is another strain for the city trying to present itself as a good place that's moving on from an era where the good governance and the professionalism of its staff and elected officials was regularly questioned by its citizens. I still know, this is me talking now, me and a lot of other citizens still question this. I don't live there, but I was arrested there. We question a bunch of shit going on there. Anyway, McCoy facing re-election next month. Let's see, this was written. When was this written? Oh wait, this was written February 4th. I told y'all I thought he was facing re-election. Okay, so he's facing re-election next month. Joins two of his fellow council members in unhappy headlines during the past 6 months that have nothing to do with decisions made from the council and diocese. Is that how you say it? In October, the Palm Beach Post reported that Councilwoman Shirley Lander was fired from her job as a Palm Beach County health care planner. City officials say she was repeatedly tardy or absent and expected accommodations to be made for her. And then this is the continued part of it. It says because she was an elected official. Lander claimed she was being harassed on the job. Okay, and this goes. Hold on, y'all gotta give me a second. I gotta get a sip of water. Man, it was a long article, but this is important because all this shit ties in, man. All this shit ties into my arrest. This is the same people that arrested me, but not just my arrest. It's just the whole city is corrupt. There's so much shit that's going on there, and with these city council members and stuff. Okay, so let me see where I was at. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Hey, Damon. Okay, I know this is long, but I think it's important, or I wouldn't be sitting here reading it. Hey, Gregory. Okay. The city. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, in late August, and this was after I was arrested, guys. Okay, after I was arrested. In late August, Councilman Douglas Lawson was arrested and released by Riveria Beach police after he got into altercation with his fiancee, Jade Calloway. The city fired and then rehired the police captain who, despite an order from Chief Charles Osgood, insisted on Lawson's arrest. And there was video evidence too, guys. She tried to say he was keeping her from drunk driving. Anyway, city manager Jonathan Evans has hired an outside firm to review that incident. Lawson and Calloway have said police overreacted to their argument. Okay. And then they talk about the edited body cam. Now let's look at that real quick and we'll come back to the article. That'll give me a break from reading. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure y'all understand what I'm saying, but like this is the same city. I had shared an article about this a couple weeks after I was arrested. The same city had arrested that city councilman Lawson for supposedly hitting his girlfriend, and it was some like security footage, and then she said, oh well, he was just trying to stop me from drunk driving. But after he got to jail, that Osgood, the chief, he said he didn't want him arrested, and then that guy arrested him anyway. And I guess that guy was a captain. I didn't even know he was like a captain or a co-captain, whatever. They just said. Anyway, so he called down there, and Osgood did, and he said to unarrest that guy, and he fired that cop. Now, that cop got his job back because of the police union and shit like that, which he should have got his job back because nobody gets unarrested. I sure didn't get unarrested. And that's the same place they arrested me. So now we're going to go to the video of, give me 1 second, guys, of where, and we're going to come back to that video too, of where this guy, hold on. I hope I got that video. I might not have that one. Is that it?
This is Monday.com
I don't think that's
CRM,
it.
a
That's not it.
CRM you'll actually want to use.
That's not it.
Capture and collect all your
Hold
leads in one
on.
place. Manage leads throughout the entire sales cycle so you
Shit.
don't lose an opportunity again.
Sorry, guys.
Sunrise police are investigating one of their own after shock.
We already seen that one. We know what we're doing with that one. Okay, hold on. I've got to get this video. Okay, I'm gonna play something else for y'all real quick while I'm doing that. I have something else. What's this?
When asked simple questions like what his name was.
This right here. This is a good one. Watch this for just a minute. This is about Marlboro County Sheriff's Office. I think there's a bunch more videos on this too. We're going to share this one. Y'all watch that, and I'm going to get the link to that Riveria shit. Okay? Thanks, guys.
He was giving answers that clearly showed you that his mental state was not healthy. It was clear that it was a bad taste.
There you go. A team of Marlboro County law enforcers ending their silence is interference and abuse from the county's top law enforcer.
Oops, I'm sorry. At least I called it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it.
Sheriff's Major Crimes Unit named an investigation after the sheriff. An investigation that brought state investigators back to Marlboro County.
Regardless of the consequences, the oath I took when I swore to do this job.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I know some of you guys have probably heard of this case before, and I think I've even shared like some of the body cam, but this is a good look at it from the news people, and they did a good job on this one. So, and there was people on the inside there doing a good job. If there's enough good people that speak up, no, it's not just the police. It's a many, and it goes in the courts too. It's just eventually people are going to have to decide, do they want to be good people or do they want to be corrupt? Okay, we're going to play this.
Like what his name was. He was giving answers that clearly showed you
we get on audio.
Not healthy. It was a bad taste.
There you go. A team of Marlboro County law enforcers ending their silence, revealing years of what they claim is interference and abuse from the county's top law enforcer.
I am absolutely terrified. This is heartbreaking. This is a situation I've never been in.
The man who led the sheriff's Major Crimes Unit named an investigation after the sheriff, an investigation that brought state investigators back to Marlboro County.
Regardless of the consequences, the oath I took when I swore in to do this job was to the people I serve, not to the people I work for.
6 months ago, we launched our final disrespects investigation into Marlboro County, South Carolina. Since then, a deputy probate judge resigned and the sheriff's indicted. The state's now launched multiple investigations into the Marlboro County's court system and the sheriff's office. Just last month, it was the sheriff's own Major Crimes Unit who took the sheriff down with a nearly 2-year-old body camera recording and what those lawmen describe as a climate of corruption inside the Marlboro County Sheriff's Office. Here's Jody Barr with tonight's Lost Trust investigation.
There's a better way to make money on Amazon than selling physical products. 3 years ago, I quit my job and using this exact.
This text just came out of nowhere. It was Marlboro County Sheriff's Office lead investigator wanting to meet out on this farm outside of McCall. We're up here near the North Carolina line now. To be honest, it's a little suspicious. We spent the past several months investigating the probate court here in town, now the sheriff's office. Yeah, I mean, of course you'd be a little worried about that. Having never met this person, you don't know who they are, but we've absolutely got to go. There's no other option. When I got out of the car, a group of armed lawmen were waiting. Lawmen who spent years in the shadows of the sheriff's office. One of them, Lieutenant Trevor Murphy, the leader of the Marlboro County Sheriff's Major Crimes Unit.
There's no more smoke screens, no more anonymous tips, anonymous letters, no blurred out voices or blurred out faces. This is Trevor Murphy from McCall, South Carolina, telling you and what's been done and why it needs to change.
The others were afraid to be identified. Trevor Murphy, though, stepped forward.
My guys met and we talked and we said, look, now's the time. I know bringing it out is going to probably cost me my job. It is what it is at this point, but now's the time. People are paying attention. Now it can't be covered up. I believe when you took my phone call and I presented stuff to you, I wasn't told, okay, I'll look into it, and nothing was done. You looked into it and you got the public's attention.
They'd had it with the sheriff. Long ago, the group decided to go public and handed over a stack of police reports, the first report in the stack. This is body camera video of the May 2020 jailhouse tasing of Gerald Johnson. This video was kept from the public for nearly 2 years. Then days before we met the lawman, someone in law enforcement texted the video to Trevor Murphy.
When the cuffs come off and he made a motion to bum rush the sheriff, the deputy made the absolute right call in deploying his taser to stop that assault, which he did. The problem came out. That deputy, who was clearly shaking on the video, clearly this is a situation he hadn't been in much, he was very excited, is trying his best to give lawful commands for that person to get in their cell. Every time that person tried to get up off the floor and make a motion towards the cell, that deputy was instructed by the sheriff, pop it to him, meaning deploy your taser again. And I think he did that 4 to 5 more times, even to the point where the man was lying in the cell on his stomach, naked. He was tased for no reason.
You had that deputy complete an excessive force report. You did something with this video to make sure the right thing happened.
I did. It was clear that it was a bad tase, and I told the sheriff that day, that's a bad tase. That's wrong. It was blown off. Nothing was done about it, and I realized that they weren't going to do anything about it. So tried to go around and get the right eyes on it. We contacted ex-law enforcement. He was a current law enforcement officer at the time, but we contacted him through a anonymous number, and we contacted 2 media sources through anonymous numbers, letting them know, hey, there's a man at the Marble County Penitentiary that's just been unlawfully tased. You need to look into the situation. Sheriff Charles Lane was present. There's body cam footage.
Murphy says neither reporters nor the outside investigator ever responded. The video once lived on a squad room computer inside the sheriff's office. This recording isn't the actual body camera recording. Another deputy used a cell phone to record the original video after it happened. In the 19 months between then and now, someone inside the Marlboro County Sheriff's Office deleted the original recording.
Nothing ever came up. It was never looked into. The sources we reached out to never sought us out, never reached out to us, never followed up, never requested video, never requested anything.
Well, we need our own records.
When you reached out to people that are your outs, are your way out, and we're telling these people stuff that's going on and they're not responding, we have no help. There is no safety net. You're taught in school, something happens, you tell the teacher. We tried to tell the teacher, and we didn't get the help we asked for.
Murphy says within the next few weeks, agents spent hours questioning him inside SLED's PD region office. Murphy turned the video recording over to us and to SLED in November. He also muted a 76-page document detailing what Murphy and the group described as unethical and criminal acts committed by Sheriff Charles Lemon and others. In the final interview with SLED in December,
There's so many hands on everything.
Murphy decided to audio record that meeting. He did so after he believed SLED agents were working to make a case against him.
You could go in there right now. You could go pick a cracker off the street and go in there right now to that deputy room and delete any body cam footage off that computer whatsoever.
What are you listening to?
That's an interview I did today with SLED agent Mike Gifford on the packet I submitted to SLED a month or so ago.
What would they be calling you back about today?
They were, in my opinion, trying to accuse me of deleting evidence on behalf of the sheriff. The same evidence I provided them a month ago, along with other stuff. They're trying to say that they're insinuating that I deleted that evidence or somehow got rid of that evidence on behalf of the sheriff.
And Murphy didn't know it because SLED did not tell him then, but the state planned to ask the Marlboro County grand jury for indictments for what happened in this video.
At the time this happened, as I told them in the prior interview and as we provide them evidence on other cases, when stuff happened at the sheriff's office, we reached out to anonymous sources and through third parties to try to get their attention and get their assistance on it, along with media outlets, and nobody bit.
Deputies charged Jarrell Johnson with resisting, assaulting, beating, or wounding an officer over the lunge towards Sheriff Charles Lemon in this video. Murphy signed Johnson's arrest warrant in May 2020, including the fact video existed. The lieutenant says he didn't delete the body camera recording and has no idea who did. Murphy says he told SLED anyone who's ever walked into the squad room is a suspect. And he took us inside to prove it.
I'm gonna walk you in the side door. We're gonna take one left and then another left, and we're gonna be in the deputy room, and I'm going to walk you to the body cam computer and show you how anybody off the street can access his computer and delete video footage, not even just a deputy. This is the deputy room where the body cams are stored and the footage is stored. There's the password to the computer if it was locked. By simply clicking on the video tab, you can see all the videos. With a simple right click on the file, you can delete, and it will delete it. That simple, video files could be deleted. For instance, you can go into this, body cam footage with dates, file 27/2001, right click, delete, and it'll delete it.
Oh. So there's no security on these videos?
Absolute zero security, and I have stressed that to the sheriff's office for years, and nobody's cared. So that simple. And we've been in here 45 seconds. You can walk in, delete videos, and walk out. And we'll never know. And there's no camera system at the sheriff's office to document or add any security. No camera system whatsoever.
I thought I seen one in the hallway.
On December 14th,
On the roof.
the Attorney General's office presented the
I mean, on the roof, on the ceiling.
to the Marlboro County grand jury.
It's crazy.
The grand jury indicted Sheriff Charles Lemon and former deputy Andrew Cook, each on one count of misconduct in office and felony assault and battery. Both men pleaded not guilty at an arraignment in December.
I understand now why people don't trust the police when the police doesn't trust the police.
Amen.
Murphy was not charged or formally accused of a crime, but admits he thought he would be. State had turned him into a suspect. On the sheriff was a burden Murphy says he could not carry.
I took a leap of faith thinking that they would do the right thing, and now I feel like they're trying to implicate me when I had nothing to do with it.
What do you plan to do now?
I'm done. I'm done with law enforcement.
Sad.
Has this eroded your trust in SLED?
Absolutely. I mean, I got a wife and kids, and I used to believe a lot in this job and what this job meant. And to the point where I was willing to give my life in this job, but that's over. I'm done. It's over.
We need
Coming
you
up,
to.
a team of law enforcers building a case against the sheriff.
If he knew about me talking about things he's done in the past, if he knew about me going to SLED and going to other agencies about him, he would end my career. Nothing like I do to him about that.
After our final disrespects investigation aired, the sheriff's top investigator found an opportunity and the spotlight cast on Marlboro County.
About a week ago, you said this, lemon laws.
Lemon laws.
You also gave this a sled.
I did, and I felt more comfortable giving it to you than sled.
Investigations ended and murder cases unsolved.
We're working on several other investigations concerning allegations of your conduct in office. You have a way I can reach you so we can run those by you? I don't want to report that without you having a say, man.
And the sheriff's investigators walking away from Marlboro County.
Is that it, man?
When our lost trust investigation continues after the break.
That's the end of that. There might be a part 2. But we can, I'm going to put that up there. If there's a part 2, shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, here's part 2. Here's part 2. Hold on. I'm going to pause it. Give me a minute. Okay, there's part 2. It's got 13 minutes. I'll probably play that if y'all want to watch it. Okay, guys, that is something else there. Okay, what I said earlier is I wanted, when I had muted, is I know there's a few good ones. I know there's a few people that ain't with this shit, and I want them to reach out. And I know it's hard to reach out to mainstream media, but I was saying try to reach out to one of your local activists, and we'll try our damnedest to do whatever we can do. You know, we're not no professionals, but we try and investigate shit. We nosy. We like to research. We like the video, and we hate corruption. But yeah, this is crazy. Now this little. Hey Georgia, this little this news channel we just watched, and we can watch part 2 if you guys want to watch it. I know I do. They did that. They were talking about that final disrespect story. That was like about some probate shit, and like this person died, and like the people that were like working in that town in those kind of positions, they like went and just took some of the money out the house or something. I don't know. This isn't word for word. You've got to go back and watch the videos, but I covered it before on a panel. I'm not sure which one. If not, all you gotta do is look this. It's that same news channel, and I'll have the links to all this in the description. And it's called the whole little series is called Final Disrespects, and it's from that same exact news channel. Hey Brooklyn, how you doing, honey? So I don't know about you guys. Do you guys want to watch part 2 now? If you do, I'll go ahead and play it. Guess what? I'm going to play it. And those of you that want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, after this is done, I will have all the links in the description, okay? And then after this, we'll probably open up for discussion. Unless I have it. Yeah, I think we will. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead, might as well go ahead and play part 2 when we're all here together. Yeah, let's play it. Let's freshen our minds. Let's go ahead and play it. And if I do decide to talk, hopefully I'll remember to unmute. All right, here we go, guys.
June 23, 2021.
Marlboro County 911. That's a dead body out here. He's in the middle of the road. Could you tell whether it was a black male or a white male? It's a black man. He got on all gray. I passed him coming from McCall. I was scared to turn around because I don't know what's. I'm out here in the woods, scared for my life.
We're on the way to a site on P Bridge Road where we worked a homicide back in June of this year, 2021. A man was shot multiple times and left in the middle of the road where he later died. It was early in the morning, midnight, 1 a.m., where the scene is roped off right at the North Carolina line. And I immediately see somebody I recognize as a guy from a call named Patches just laying in the middle of the roadway in a puddle of his own blood.
Marlboro County Sheriff's Lieutenant Trevor Murphy says Ronald Thomas's murder was an execution.
And at that point, I realized that this was no hit and run, and this was no self-inflicted wound, that this man was murdered.
It didn't take Murphy and his men long to develop leads from people who watched as Patches was gunned down of P Bridge Road.
We called a break, had two eyewitnesses come forward, and they both gave a statement on what happened that night. and they saw with their own eyes, and they both implicated a killer, somebody they knew, somebody they recognized, and somebody they observed take the life and kill Patches.
Murphy says he video recorded the witness statements, then tracked down the suspect and interviewed him. The man told investigators he had nothing to do with the murder and had an alibi, and he was with 3 other people nowhere near the crime scene.
And none of them could confirm his alibi. They all denied being with him that night and said that he was not with them, which completely ruined the story he gave us. At this point, with 2 eyewitnesses, we were able to establish some motive due to past incidents between the victim and the alleged offender. We have an offender who's given us an alibi that we have completely blown through and discredited. And at this point, it was time to use the solicitor and seek charges out against the shooter. The investigators brought the evidence before our solicitor, who reviewed everything and confirmed that we had enough to move forward with charges, at which point an affidavit was drawn up for murder and presented to.
Stood in the way. Marlboro County Sheriff Charles Lemon.
But unfortunately, once we let Sheriff Lemon know about the evidence we gathered and our approval for warrants, we were ruled and told to wait because he had another person of interest he wanted to look into first.
And that was in late July?
That was in mid-late July. Yeah.
This groundbreaking teeth cleaner is disrupting the dental industry. This brand new teeth cleaning invention is taking over the dental care market. It can remove tartar, plaque, and even yellow stains in seconds.
Central 305, I'll be 10-8.
Murphy said.
I think this is part 2. Is this the end? This is. Yes. Yeah, it is. Okay, I just making sure it's the. I know it's the same guy and everything. Okay. I'm gonna restart it. Thank you guys.
Says he never got the go-ahead from the sheriff, but never stopped working to make an arrest.
I logged at 77 check the Greasy Corner in McCall.
We were on patrol with Murphy in December when he spotted Patches' widow, who's also waiting for justice for her husband's murder.
Hey, gal. Yeah, you doing all right? How you holding up?
I'm making it.
You need anything?
No, I'm good.
We're still working.
I know.
We're still working on it.
I know they were telling me about it.
Okay. We're still on it. So, you heard anything new or?
No, no thing.
We're still on it. We're gonna make something happen.
I know y'all are.
So,
I appreciate
let me know if you need anything. All right.
Thanks,
all right. Bye.
Murphy says he couldn't tell her the whole story. The story of how he says his boss, the elected sheriff, was the only thing standing in the way of a murder warrant.
Absolutely. If the sheriff had not interfered, if he would just allowed us to do our job and present the probable cause that were established and seek out that warrant, then a person who was seen by 2 people to take a life right now.
We found Sheriff Charles Lemon in December as he emptied his patrol truck just hours after the governor suspended him from office.
How about the homicide? Your investigators tell us that you told them to hold off on securing murder warrants on that case in July. And here it is, December, and that case is still unsolved.
Lemon remained silent as he and a pair of SLED agents moved him out of office. Murphy told us this wasn't the only time the sheriff stood in the way of the Major Crimes Unit in their pursuit of justice. The sheriff likely didn't know at the time a group of law enforcers spent 2 years compiling a case on him, detailed in a 70-page document titled Lemon Laws. Murphy delivered the file to SLED in November, the same day he gave it to us.
About a week ago, you sent this, Lemon Laws.
Lemon Laws.
You also gave this to SLED.
I did. And I felt more comfortable giving it to you than SLED. I believe in SLED. I believe that Chief Kill has a great agency that's very capable. But again, the sheriff claims to have so much power and reach, and there's no way of knowing how far that power actually reaches.
Or who to trust.
Or who to trust. Who you can trust in law enforcement, outside law enforcement. But after going through those incidents that we tried to get out in the past and tried to go through like backdoor ways, secret phone numbers, manufactured emails, trying to get this information out to law enforcement and the media, and nothing ever be done with it. I realized that This isn't going to work anymore.
The fear was being blackballed from law enforcement. South Carolina sheriffs have the power to fire a deputy for no reason at all. Since South Carolina law enforcers hold certifications to carry a gun and badge, a misconduct claim against a certification would put a license to police in jeopardy. It could take months or more than a year for a law enforcer to clear his name with the state, if he can ever clear it at all.
I just got a call yesterday that he went to SLED himself and attempted to slander me. But thankfully, I'd already given SLED that packet and they knew what he was trying to do and that he was trying to throw something on me that he has done. I am absolutely terrified of doing this. This is heartbreaking. I cried and I turned my notice in. I mean, this is, I'm not gonna cry now, but this is heartbreaking and this is terrifying. This is a situation I've never been in. I'm being forced to walk away from my dream. And it is heartbreaking. People don't understand that, again, with a simple stroke of the pen, he can put something on my separation letter that he sends to the academy that keeps me from doing this job, ever again. That he could call other agency heads and lie on me off the record to keep anybody else from ever hiring me.
The day we shot this interview with Trevor Murphy in November, he resigned. But he did not leave the sheriff's office right away. He agreed to stay on another month and continued working with SLED as agents investigated Murphy's claims against the sheriff.
There have been people that have lost their rights, that have lost their freedom, that have had their civil rights violated, just mere safety violated because of how he is and how he's acted. And that's what that packet is it's incidents where he's violated people's rights, where he's extended the scope of what he's supposed to do freely and voluntarily to do what he wants to do and not what the law says to do.
For example,
Oops. Y'all know how it is when I start hitting buttons. Sorry. I messed up. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's messed up. But I'm glad that he couldn't live with it. So, yeah, I accidentally he had pockets. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I knocked myself off. So I'm gonna take y'all back and let y'all watch the rest of that. There's not much of it left anyway. It's crazy. And he said his dream's over, which, I mean, I don't know this guy. I think he's doing the right thing. I sure hope so. But I always said that must be terrible. You sit there and want to be a cop or whatever your dream job is, and you get into it and you find out that it's nothing good. Not only is it totally different than what you thought, it's like totally, most of it's bad when you thought it was going to be something good. You thought you were going to help people, and instead you're hurting people. I can see arresting real criminals. Shoot, yeah, I can get the bad guys off the street. And I can do that probably, but I could do that, but I couldn't.
Have you been searching for that water?
Do that to people that didn't do that wrong. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me share this, and then I'm gonna get this back to the right place.
Call us today.
I appreciate y'all being here.
You know what's great?
If I get knocked off again, y'all wait on me. I'll come right back.
Every single show, I'm gonna say.
That's not it. I mean, that's it. That's where we're at.
Charge was eventually dropped. It was an arrest investigators told us the sheriff had no lawful authority to make. Investigators say the sheriff abused his authority again when a house on Pringle Drive was broken into and someone stole around $100 in change. Investigators wrote in the report The homeowner named 2 men labeled persons of interest in the police report. Investigators say the sheriff ordered another deputy to sign first-degree burglary warrants on Curtis Jackson and Monty Jacobs, 2 men who lived around the corner. The charge carries a potential life sentence. The sheriff ordered the arrests, but had no probable cause to do so, according to Lieutenant Trevor Murphy, who gave SLED agents texts from the arresting deputy that he says proves it. The charges against both men were later dismissed.
How about the Pringle Drive with Jerome Jacobs, Curtis Jackson? Any of these cases at all we could talk to you about?
Lemon wouldn't talk about those cases either. We left Sheriff Charles Lemon an open invitation to participate in our lost trust investigation, but he never took us up on it.
We're working on several other investigations concerning allegations of your conduct in office. Do you have a way I can reach you so we can run those by you? I don't want to report that without you having a say, man.
The packet detailed other cases where deputies say the sheriff covered up crimes his unit investigated, like the case of a former Marlboro County deputy accused of stealing pay from an off-duty security detail at this public housing complex. The report also accused the sheriff of covering up a prostitution investigation at the fire station involving an on-duty fireman. Murphy says he gave the case file to the sheriff, who told him he knew the fireman and the fireman was a good fella, and to sit on it until the sheriff decided what to do with it. We filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the new Marlboro County Sheriff to see the case files for the off-duty security work and the fireman investigation.
I went through law track. I cannot find any incident reports you're looking for or asked about or inquired about.
Chief Deputy Larry Turner says he searched every database in the sheriff's office for the case files the investigators say they turned over to Sheriff Charles Lemon, but those records no longer exist. Why would they not be here?
That I can't answer. I have no clue.
This filed over a couple months ago, and we're kind of just sitting on go.
Murphy says the last thing he wanted to do was to risk his law enforcement career by going on camera and going public. But he says he had no other way to get this out.
There's a thing in law enforcement, this blue wall of silence where you don't tell on cops, don't do this, don't do that. But to me, that's nonsense. I don't believe in that. Report it. If nobody listens at the sheriff's office, go to SLED. If nobody listens at SLED, go to the FBI. If nobody listens at the FBI, go to Jody Parr. So,
if nobody listens there, you come to your local activist.
Let Lord handle the rest.
On December 9th, 2 hours after his final interview with SLED, Lieutenant Trevor Murphy ended his career with Marlboro County. Murphy waved his key card outside the secured sheriff's office door and walked in to hand over his gun and badge. After a few minutes saying goodbye.
Is that it, man?
Trevor Murphy left the Marlboro County Sheriff's Office for the last time. Now, 1 month later, Trevor Murphy says Interim Marlboro County Sheriff Larry McNeil has not offered him his job back. SLED tells me the investigation into the allegations against County Sheriff Charles Lemon is ongoing, and so is the state's prosecution of the sheriff and the former deputy over that body camera video.
Yep. He'd be a great activist, definitely. Hold on, I got candy in my mouth. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Since, hold on. Since we've got into so much today, and first of all, I think the story we just got into is pretty heavy and it's pretty deep. And remember, it's not just this one thing he's talking about. Remember, He's who told about the guy that was tased, and that chief or whatever he is. He had him tased because he was making him late for church that day. He said, "What? Make him late for church?" See, that's what gives people that believe in God and Christians or whatever kind of church people go to, gives them a bad name, because real people that love God, they don't act that way. You don't beat somebody up because you're late. Anyway, there's a lot there. And then you also hear them talk about their Final Disrespect series, which I told you is honestly really worth looking into. And oh, thank you for the super chat, Batman. Appreciate it. Also, I'm looking for I'm taking applications for somebody that wants to read out loud, because like we still have that other half article to read, and I don't think it's going to be. I'm going to read it today. I think we're going to read the rest of it on the next panel. But I do think we're going to look at that little body cam, and now where the original is, I don't know, but it's the little edited version that we've seen their day. But for those who have not seen it, I think we need to play that, because this guy is running for city council again, and I've had people tell me he's one of the best ones. And then the other city council guy there, his name is Lawson. He's the one that got unarrested for DV. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, that little city, that little. Oh, yeah, I remember. Hold on, guys, give me 1 second. I'll email it to myself. So I hope you guys are doing good today. I sure hope so. Okay, what did I email myself? Oh, that video, but that was yesterday. That one's there, I think. Or is that one there today? So is that it?
Look, less than 20 of these candles
That
per
can't be
day, sold
it.
at $15 a piece, could earn you 6 figures from home. And I want to show you how you can do that. And no, it doesn't have to be this
Yeah, that's not
exact
it. I'm
candle,
sorry.
but I'm
No,
definitely going to give you
give
some
me a
ideas
second.
for
I'll
what
find
else
it.
you can sell at $15 a day to earn 6 figures from home. And look, there are women all over the world that are already
Damn it.
doing this. And I'm talking about everyday women.
Okay, so we want to get out of there, and we want to go here. Okay. Oh, I know where it is in my mail. I just remembered. Okay, it's a different email. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Believe it or not, this is me actually trying to have everything set up. I did have a lot of it set up. And I've already got a lot of the links put in there. I just got to put them in the box, whatever it's called. Inbox. I mean, I got to put them in the description when this is done. And then I think I'm going to lay back down for a while after I'm done this stream. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. And again, this is, I'm going to share this now. This was edited, but it still is what it is. He still, hey Justin, he still says what he's there. Listen to what he says and listen to what the cops say to him. And about, you can't do things in front of us. And he said he don't get a fuck about making $19,000 as a city councilman. Why are you rerunning? Okay, here we go, guys.
Before we got into an altercation with a city worker.
Hey, you're a real sucker. You know that, bro? You're a real sucker.
Sorry. I can't believe this. I ain't had that happen to me in forever. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll get right back up there. I can't believe I knocked myself off twice like that. I mean, it used to happen to me a lot, but it hadn't happened to me in a long time. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll reset it. And then I went to... Hold on. It's so short that I gotta make sure I pause it. Okay, we don't miss none of it. Okay, I'm going to share. Let's create again. Oh, we might not. We'll see. We might open up panel, but let's do this first because this is really important. I think that we see this stuff and think about it. Because I want to know what you guys think about it. We don't all discuss it today. This isn't stuff I'm going to forget about. I want to keep wanting to keep my eye on these certain things. And I like you guys to help me. I need all the help I can get. Watching all this stuff, researching this stuff. Okay, here we go. To share the video.
City Councilmember McCoy got into an altercation with a city worker.
Hey, man, you're a real sucker. You know that, bro? You're a real sucker. Right, man. You're a sucker. You want that, bro. For no reason. Bro, that's not you. We're here. No. Hold on. Shut up, man.
I'm with Target McCoy right now. Target, man, you can't. If I'm here with you, you got everything on body cam. Yeah, but don't go after him while we're here.
But I told you, you're a sucker, bro. Say, man, what the fuck you said? I say, dude, you know, you fucking talking to do it. I don't care nothing about being no city council. Right. The moment I walked away from him, I picked up my phone and I called the city manager. That's all right. I have a restraining order on his ass because I said, man, who the fuck you think you're talking to? That's exactly what I did. I take off this. This is a $19,000 a year job. Man, I don't fucking play, man. I say, we can go inside the building right now, bro. I say, bro, this is a $19,000 a year job. I'm not gonna let you talk to me. I said, dude, I will fuck you up. But I may have put my finger in his face or something like that. Obviously, I did respond and tell him that, and I will fuck him up if he ever thinks that he's gonna try. I said, dude, if you really felt inclined, let's go inside the building.
Hey, Sergeant. Word gets around fast. I guess the chief himself wants me to give him a call real quick. So, like I said, I just got off the phone with the chief. I had the captain here. I was on the phone with the sergeant. And as far as we're concerned, and I guess the chief agrees, it's an incident that's going to be documented.
I take off this. This is a $19,000 a year job. Man, I don't fucking play. I don't care nothing about being no city council person. I don't care nothing about being no city council person.
Hold on 1 second.
City Councilmember McCoy got into an altercation with a
Okay.
Apart from that, I know nothing. I didn't see nothing. I don't want no part of that shit.
I got you.
That's some fucked up shit, man. That's some fucked up shit that they just fucking did in front of me. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. It's some serious shit that I see, and I don't want
Same
no fucking
situation.
I'm with Target McCoy right now. Can you come out the city, boy? Target, man, you can't. If I'm here with you, you got everything on body cam. Yeah, but don't go after him while we're here.
Say, man, what the fuck you said? I say, dude, you know, you fucking talking to do it. I don't care nothing about being no city council person.
Is he out the room? We don't want him to look at the camera. Is he out the room?
Why is he running again?
That's exactly what I did. I take off this. This is a $19,000 a year job. Man, I don't fucking play, man. I say, we can go inside the building right now, bro. I say, bro, this is a $19,000 a year job. I'm not gonna let you talk to me. I said, dude, I will fuck you up. But I may have put my finger in his face. Obviously, I did respond and tell him, and I will fuck him up. Let's go on the side of the building.
Hold on. Hey, Sergeant. Word gets around fast. Chief himself wants me to give him a call real quick. Like I said, I just got off the phone with the chief. Many people involved. Many people wanted to know what happened. And as far as we're concerned, and I guess the chief agrees, it's an incident that's going to be documented. I'm going to conclude with a 14 report. City Council Member McCoy got into a altercation with a city worker. Captain Kaman said that I guess he spoke with Gordon. I don't know why. I asked, what is it that you're going to be doing? Because there's no 1015, and I'm concluding with a 14 report. But
well, that's he got calls from Gordon and the chief. He said the chief is his people by marriage, and like he got a phone call from
You heard that? His people by marriage. In other words, their family.
A motion that we don't approve it.
That's crazy.
You just disregard my motion?
Well, I don't know that you can make a motion not to approve it. You can make a motion.
Ask for a motion. I made a motion. Come on, who's the parliamentarian here?
Ms. Wynn, would you resolve this for us, please?
I mean, you asked for a motion. I made a motion not to approve it. You're telling me you're just going to disregard it?
Does anyone want a second?
No. But what's the process here? I mean,
second motion. You're asking for me to ask for a second.
This is the same guy that was
Ms. Wynn, can I do that?
talking shit.
Anything else, Mr.
The hallway.
McCoy?
yes, I have some. I got some statements and I got some questions, but I'm hoping I'm in a venue or even in a situation where it's okay to be different and it's okay to disagree, or it's even okay to proffer something that I would consider my own idea without it being met with so much resistance and challenge. I mean,
Mr. McCoy, I wasn't challenging you. I wasn't sure that it was appropriate or legal to make a motion not to adopt something, rather than to make a motion to adopt something and then let it go through the process. But go right ahead. Please don't take my question.
Systematically, when you say it when you say it so quickly, we're ultimately agreeing to the terms of whatever stated in the resolution, and that's always, just like in the last meeting, causes us heartburns and unintended consequences.
City Council Member McCoy got into a altercation with a city worker.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. But this hold on. Anyway, the link to that video is in there, and I'll take here. There's a playlist that has about 9 videos, and some of them different clips of the same thing. I don't know. And the police report, I'm gonna read the rest of. I mean, it's not a police report. That news article, whatever it is, I got a clip to it in the description. Hey, Midnight Rider. And I think I'm gonna, unless there's anybody that just wanted to come on panel for a minute, I'm thinking about getting off here. I'm starting to get tired, which is crazy. I don't usually get tired this early. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. But look, I would appreciate if you guys, I'm fixing to put all the links up there. Look into this stuff. Yeah, soon. Yeah, probably tomorrow, lady. I'll definitely call you later. Okay, definitely. Okay, guys, please, if you get time, look at these links and think about this shit, man. And that way, when I do come back and we do have the panel, I can hear what you guys think, because we need to have those kind of conversations so we can try to think of some solutions. All right. Well, I appreciate you all. I love you all very much. And y'all have a wonderful day. All right. My name is American Amy. I'm out. Bye, guys. Thanks.